Fica un down, não caçar de gravação, tem que tocar carregando.
I'm Jason Brown. This is Jimmy T. This is Skippable News, where you can skip to the part you want by going to the menu in the description below. This week we have Sheriff Rennie, Pastor Tim, Bishop Elementary's Principal Skrotsky, and Vice Principal Rout. We also have ICOE's Karen Kong, ESIA's Jeff Gabriel, First Five's Aaron and Alina, and what is playing at Bishop Twin Theater. And why is Jimmy wearing black? Nick Saban from Alabama, retired. Boy, wait till he hears about the... I'm Jason Brown, and I am here with Inyo County Sheriff Rennie, and she has quite a bit to say today. Thanks for coming to our show. We always appreciate having you.
Thanks, Jason.
And I know that from some of the things that we have been talking about, you're going to hire.
I'm hiring.
You had some traffic stops. Let's just get into it. Let's go with
hiring.
Let's go with hiring first.
So currently, right now, we have a multitude of positions available. We are looking for correctional officers. We are looking for dispatchers. We are looking for deputy sheriff trainee.
Okay.
Great place to work, folks, just saying.
Nah.
So most recently, we did a restructure in our correctional rank staff. We created a supervisory position for them, which brought up 4 of our correctional officers to correctional corporal, thus putting back our sworn personnel that was assigned to the jail back on the streets where they should be.
Ooh, so they can give tickets.
So they can give tickets. And speaking of tickets, Jason.
Hold on. If you want to apply for a job, inyocounty.us and go to Human Resources and find the jobs you're looking for. That part of the information I know, but let's go to tickets now.
Let's go to tickets, Jason.
I've seen that on Butthurt, so.
I'm sure you have. So one of the biggest complaints that I've heard over the last year is the high speed and unsafe traffic in our small communities.
Yeah.
So by creating this rank structure within the correctional staff itself, I was able to put our sworn staff members back on the street so we could provide better quality services to our community, including a traffic enforcement detail. So last Friday on January 5th, we kind of instated this program. We did this in South County. Deputy Phil West organized this detail along with CHP, and we cited 54 citations is what we issued. Wow. Vehicle code violations, including crosswalk safety issues.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that was huge. 54 tickets in order. Maybe it was 55, 54, 55.
Right in there.
Potato, right? But
which was funny because the comment that I saw was not people on being butthurt, but they're posting, I think it was Snowboard Mammoth or something, and they posted it there like, what are they doing? You know, we're blah, 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 blah. And it's like, everybody in butthurt was like, and my comment was, slow down for the town.
Yeah.
No one on butthurt was encouraging no one was discouraging the tickets. They were like, yeah, slow down.
Right.
So yeah, you snowboarders who are watching this from your hotel room, just slow down.
Slow down.
It's only, what, a mile?
Slow down, slow down.
Slow down.
These small towns really, really need the traffic to slow down. There's a lot of children that walk around these areas. We had a pedestrian hit in Independence a few months ago. We also had a child hit in Lone Pine a few months ago. Mm-hmm. It's really, really important.
Didn't we just have a skateboarder hit too?
I believe, we did. Mm-hmm. We did. So it's unfortunate. So we are going to be doing these details quite regularly. Good. And we're going to have them pop up throughout the valley. So stay tuned. If it hasn't happened to your area, it's going to be happening soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So
it's important.
There's that. What else is new? We have a lot new. We did have our admin building in Independence sustain some significant water intrusion.
It's an older building.
Yeah, during last year's storms and runoffs. We were able to have that repaired, and we just moved back into our building, so we're excited.
Awesome. Where were you temporarily located?
In my car.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so we were kind of dispersed and homeless throughout the county.
All right.
Yeah, so.
What else is new?
There's quite a lot new, but we'll save a lot of it for next time too.
Okay,
but
we're giving too
but
much out at
we
one
are gonna
moment.
go back to hiring. So
Okay.
I talked about hiring correctional staff. We have about 6 positions open, and it's really 6. It's really a great way to get your feet wet in law enforcement. It's a great career if you choose to stay there. If you're thinking about becoming a law enforcement officer, apply. Get your foot in the door. It's a great career. We're also hiring dispatchers, so that's our safety line right there. If you're looking to provide services to our community and be helpful, apply as a dispatcher. We have great benefits, the pay scale, it's all online at inyocounty.us. And deputy sheriff trainee. You're interested in being a law enforcement officer? Apply. Come see me. Let's talk.
Would you provide training for them if they needed training?
We do. We do
Okay.
provide training for all of the above.
Okay.
And they're all different types of training.
Well, I just meant
obviously,
because
but-
obviously, becoming a deputy sheriff means you have to go to academy.
You do, and
That's what
it's
I'm
about a
asking there.
6.5-month academy.
And you would actually.
And we sponsor that academy for
Awesome.
all of our trainees. If you're a lateral, that's even better. We're hiring laterals as well. And those are the individuals that have already been through the academy and have worked in law enforcement. So come join our team. It's exciting.
Awesome. Anything else?
I'm sure there are. We did create a new position that will be flying soon, a community relations liaison.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of a lot to take in, right?
like a PIO?
So it's kind of like a PIO in a sense, but it instead of just releasing information to the public through the media, it provides services to the public outside of that as well, and support services for our staff.
Okay.
So
So that's coming soon.
look for that on the website as well.
Well, thanks for coming in.
Well, thank you for having me.
Always a pleasure to have you.
You too.
Anytime you want to come in. All right, I'm Jason Brown. This is Sheriff Rennie, and you're watching Skippable News. Hi there. I'm Pastor Tim Homan from Grace Lutheran at Bishop and Mammoth Lakes Lutheran Church with a message for you from 1 Samuel. Jesus, said to them, "Have you never read what David did?" First responders and medical professionals who are Christians face a dilemma between two laws. They know the commandment, remember the Sabbath day by keeping it holy. But on the Sabbath day, some workers are required to be at the fire or police station or at the hospital or at a church. Jesus resolves this dilemma in Mark 2, verses 23 through 28. His disciples were plucking grain on the Sabbath, and Pharisees accused them of breaking the Sabbath law. Jesus said to them, "Have you never read what David did? David and the men with him ate bread. They ate the bread that was for the priest. The bread was ordinarily reserved for priests to eat on Sabbath. But Amalek acted on a situation that required him to go against the ritual. Jesus reminds the Pharisees and us that Sabbath was made for man, no man for the Sabbath. He cites the incident as Nob as a precedent for human necessity to overrule ceremonial law. Today, to accommodate first responders and others, many congregations offer worship services at times in addition to Sundays. Military chaplains do the same, holding services whenever possible. May we also take the opportunity on the Sabbath and otherwise to worship God and to serve our neighbors in need. I'm Pastor Tim Homan from Grace Lutheran Church in Bishop and Mammoth Lakes Lutheran Church.
Hello from Bishop Elementary School. I'm Dr. Skratsky, principal.
And I'm Mr. Rout, Vice Principal, and we're here to share some exciting things that are going on our campus. First, I want to highlight our Character Strong program. Each month, we highlight a different character trait, and we do lessons each week in our TK all the way through 5th grade. We've also incorporated some art lessons to go along with that. Thank you to Miss Leeson for that. But this month's trait we're highlighting is courage, which means choosing what is helpful, right, and kind, even when it's hard or scary. And we're putting those things into practice, so it's super fun to do character traits each month.
And on January 19th, I just want to invite community members and parents to our first coffee with the principals. It will happen in the library at 7:30 a.m. and we're going to really just kind of talk about attendance and the importance of being at school every day. We have about 7 days left of school, so we want to finish the year strong. We'll also just answer any questions, tell everyone what's going on. So please, if you want to come, again, January 19th, 7:30 a.m. in the library, coffee with the principals, enjoy a treat, some coffee. Also, we have our staff meeting for January coming up on Wednesday, and as a staff, we're really focusing on some student engagement goals and just deciding as a team what can be done in classrooms to make students more engaged. So that if that's having them pair up and think and share with one another kind of their thinking, if that's having teachers use whiteboards, whatever the case may be. So that's really what we're focusing on for this month.
And a great way we're incorporating student engagement is through UDL, which is Universal Design of Learning. And I'm actually part of our cohort 3, which I'm going to be with our 5th grade team starting just next week on lesson design and how we really incorporate each of those strategies into our classroom to really make a dynamic school and learning happen. So with that, we just want to say,
Go Rams!
Hello there, my name is Karen Kong and I work for the Inyo County Office of Education. I'm here today to talk to you about a program called Cal Kids. Some of you might know about this if you've had a baby in recent years. It's a program where you can get cash for college for your children. If you have a newborn, they send you something in the mail or in an email that says, hey, you have a newborn, you're eligible for this money. What I want to talk about today is the kids through 1st grade through 12th grade. You probably don't know, but your kid could possibly be eligible for $500 worth of free college money from the state of California in a way to encourage students to save for college. This is what Cal Kids does. For low-income families, for English learner families, for foster youth, for homeless youth, there is money available through this program in order to save money for college. And they start with this, they call it seed money. The seed money is $500. Plus, if you're a foster youth or a homeless child, you get an additional $500 on top of that. This is how easy it is. If you are a low-income family or an English learner family, if you qualify for free and reduced lunch at your school, all you have to do is go onto the Cal Kids website, which is calkids.org of all easy things, and you type in your student's name, you type in the county, which would be Inyo, and then you put in their statewide student identifier. That's going to be the hardest part about this. It is a specific number to your child that all the schools, the public schools in California have. Now, how do you get one of those? You get one of those by looking at your child's report card or by calling the school and asking what your child's statewide student identification number is. In addition, you can call me, Karen, at Inyo County Office of Education at 873-3262, extension 2112, and we will find that number for you and get it to you. This is super important. Here's the numbers. We have 2,748 students in the county of Inyo who qualify for this money. Do you know how many have already signed up for the money? Only 86 kids. Now, the second part of this, which is super exciting, is that this money stays in an account in the Cal Schools website, and it gains interest over the years. You can just leave it there, and it'll gain interest, and when your child is ready to go off to college, they just send in their college information to Cal Kids, and Cal Kids sends the money off to the college. And it doesn't even have to be a college. It could be a community college. It could be a four-year college. It could be a trade school, like YTech or somewhere like that. The other thing you can do, if you really are feeling ambitious, there is a program called, and I'm going to look it up, ScholarShare, where you can sign up for ScholarShare. It's free. Sign up, and then you can deposit money into ScholarShare, and they will save it for you, and it will gain interest, and they will even invest it in so that it will gain higher amounts of interest than a regular bank account, and that money will also be available for your child for college. What I like about it, because some of us who were low income when our children were little, we ended up kind of dipping into money we thought we were going to save for the kids because the washer broke or the dryer broke or the car broke. This is a great program because the money goes into this account with the state and it just stays there safe and sound for your kids, so they have this nice nest egg to start college with. Again, my name is Karen Kong. Please call if you have any questions.
Hello, I'm Jeff Gabriel with the Eastern Sierra Interpretive Association, and we have an exciting event planned for this month of January. Eastern Sierra Interpretive Association will be holding a National Association for Interpretation Certified Training on January 22nd through the 25th, 2024. The class will be held at the White Mountain Research Station on Line Street here in Bishop. The sessions will be held on each of the 4 days from 8 o'clock a.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. The National Association for Interpretation Certification Program is intended to help people new in the field demonstrate they have what it takes to make interpretation their career, and help experienced interpreters demonstrate that they have the experience, collected knowledge, and skills and abilities to make them accomplish their professional requirements in their field. Interpreters connect visitors to important natural, cultural, and historic resources at parks, nature centers, historical sites, aquariums, zoos, and other places where people may visit. Interpretation is defined as a purposeful approach to communication that facilitates meaningful, relevant, and inclusive experiences that deepen the understanding and broaden the perspective and inspire engagement with the world around us. The National Association for Interpretation is a 501c3, not-for-profit professional organization dedicated to advancing the profession of heritage interpretation, currently serving over 6,000 members in the United States and in over 30 other countries. For more information about this course that's going to be held January 22nd to the 24th, 2024, call 760-872-1220, or you can go on the www.sierraforever.org webpage and click on events and click the National Association for Interpretation Certified Training Program. Again, I'm Jeff Gabriel with the Eastern Sierra Interpretive Association. Educate, inspire, explore.
I'm Jason Brown with Laughing Parrot Productions, and I'm here with Aaron and Alina. They are from First 5 Health and Human Services, and we are going to talk about the success, the amazing success of the toy drive that First 5 put on. Who wants to start?
I'll start. We just want to say thank you so much for having us back. First and foremost, we just want to thank the community for setting such a high standard for last month. We guys were just so generous during our toy drive, and we actually set a record by collecting over 1,000 toys.
Wow.
Yeah, and then we're able to, donate to nearly 600 children within the community. So we couldn't have done this without all of you guys, without all of the community. And we just want to give a special shout out to Officer Mitchner and CHP for delivering over 200 toys to the community for that drive.
Man, they did a great job.
They really did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we also have some exciting things coming up this month, and I'll just pass that on to my colleague Erin to talk a little bit more about that.
All right, thank you, Alina. And yeah, I just wanted to thank the community. We would not have been able to do this without you, and also Sierra Wave. I mean, you guys have been amazing in supporting us. And so this month, First 5, we're celebrating Positive Parenting Awareness Month. And what that is basically an initiative that we recognize the importance of parents, caregivers in our community. And what positive parenting is, it's a curriculum that's evidence-based internationally and over the last 30 years that shows that parents and caregivers who are engaging and attending these classes, there's actually a reduction in chances of child abuse. And it also just addresses a lot of parenting challenges that that occur, as most parents can probably relate to. So in order to support the initiative of Positive Parenting Month, we will be holding the a Triple P primary class. So that's for parents and caregivers of children 2 to 12. And so please call the first 5 telephone number, 760-873-6453, or look us up on the website, which is www.inyocounty.us/first5 with the number 5. And so Kern Regional will also be holding a 3-part informational series for parents and caregivers of children who may have developmental delays or disabilities. So you can give them a call at 760-873-7411. And so we really appreciate the support of the community in just coming together and really supporting our families, whether it's the toy drive, whether it's recognizing and celebrating our parents and caregivers in the community. And so, just please give us a call, and we'll see what other services we can, refer you to and put you in contact with.
Let's talk real quick about the Positive Parenting Program. There's no stigma to it. I mean,
No.
people out there are always afraid. They're like, oh my goodness, if I get into the system, if I do
Yes.
this, then I'm in the system. And,
Yes.
and that's not the way this is.
No, not at all.
This is just to help them be the best parent possible. And it
Correct.
actually makes them look better because they're
Yes.
actively seeking to be the best
Yes.
possible
Yes.
parent they can be. So I just want to no stigma there.
And there's no eligibility requirements. That's one of the beauties of First 5, is that all of our services are open to anyone in the community.
Awesome.
And so the other thing I wanted to mention is that, the Positive Parenting program, these classes, they also help to reduce the stress that many parents, so they feel more confident in their parenting. So not only is it evidence-based, and there's research that shows that it increases the confidence of parents and reduces the likelihood of neglect and abuse. It just really empowers parents to, as you said, be the best parents that they can be.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's no stigma whatsoever. It's really just a service that we want to offer to the community, just to support parents, because if you have happy, healthy parents, you have happy, healthy children. And so, our town and our society as a whole just becomes stronger because of it.
Lastly, we just want to talk about something coming up in this month. We're actually, in Inyo County's home visiting program, we're actually hosting a play group that is open to the community. You just have to bring yourselves and your children, and we'd love to have you. It's going to be Saturday, January 27th, and it'll be from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And that'll be at our Inyo County Consolidated Office Building. And like we mentioned previously, it's just right next to Grocery Outlet, so pretty easy to find. These are just wonderful opportunities for parents to network with other parents, get to engage with their kids a little bit more, and just, get to see more with your kid and spend time with them. So we'd love to have you come down and join us then.
Yeah, it'll be fun. There's going to be activities, crafts, some snacks. So yeah, we would just really like the community to come. It's open to everyone. So
Awesome. What else is happening?
I know that next month we will have someone coming to talk about oral health, Children's Oral Health Month. And so just kind of talk a little bit about.
No.
So that's upcoming, but I'll let our colleague Elizabeth speak about it.
Well, we look forward to meeting Elizabeth, but we love having both of you in, and we love First 5, and we are just so happy to have you a part of what we do here on Skippable News, and we just love being a part of the toy drive. That was amazing. And when you sent those numbers over originally, I was like, oh, this is awesome.
No, you made all the difference.
No,
So
we were just another cog in the wheel making it happen. There's a lot of people that make it go, but it was
the
fun.
community. The
Yes,
community really made
absolutely.
it happen. And we received so many donations based off of the our Amazon wish list.
That made it so
So
simple.
it did.
My only critique is next year, since you're going up to 18, is add some more gifts for 18-year-olds.
Yes.
I was sending people to Toggery or to High Country Lumber to get Carhartt
Yes.
bees or something.
Yes.
'Cause I didn't know what,
Yeah, no, and that is something that made a difference because historically the little kids are the ones that people donate more items to, gifts to, and so this year I really saw a lot of stuff being donated for the older children.
Awesome.
And so just children, regardless of the age, teenagers, almost to adulthood, they really appreciate that as well. So it just makes everyone feel more special. And yeah, we had toy shops in Lone Pine, Bishop, and in Tacopa. And so we had a lot of people from all over the county receive a gift based off of just this broadcast being able to go
That's
pretty
awesome.
much region wide.
That's
And
awesome.
so, it really made a difference.
So if you want to participate and you don't have much money, skip one Starbucks a month and put that aside, and you'll have more money than you could imagine to give to First Five next year. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Alina. We appreciate it. I'm Jason Brown with Laughing Parrot Productions, Skippable News.
Hello, Bishop. Brett Russell here with the Bishop Fire Department. A couple things I want to go over today with the listeners and viewers of the internal workings of the Bishop Fire Department. Recently, we hired a new administrative assistant for the organization, and this is a seasoned firefighter with the organization that's been on for about 6 years, Mandy Grisham, and she is new to the position, and she is doing a phenomenal job, so I want to give her a special shout out for doing a phenomenal job at this point. Secondly, we have a new water tender that is days, if not hours, away from being in service. For those of you that don't know, a water tender is typically responsible for shuttling water to and from the fire ground, whether that be vegetation or structure fire. This particular water tender carries 2,000 gallons and has a turret on the front that can be controlled from in the cab, so it can actively fight fire and not just shuttle water to the fire ground. We are also actively searching for a deputy chief for the Bishop Fire Department that would be working directly with me and be second in command of the Bishop Fire Department. And we have a handful of really good prominent applicants, and the search continues, so we will be flying this job for about another month. So if you or somebody you know has an interest with an extensive fire background that may be interested in applying for the position, please encourage them to do so. A couple more things that are exciting to the Bishop Fire Department is we have 5 new strong volunteer applicants that will be getting on the organization within the next couple of months. So don't be surprised if you have some new faces responding to calls around town. And we, as always, are accepting applications. So if you have any desire to get on the fire department, please come see me at any point. We'll get you an application and get you dialed in. Right, just a little tidbit more of information. This is being put on from Inyo County, and it is a recycling and waste management pertaining to green waste for the landfills. And it states right here, there will be a free green waste weekend at all Inyo County landfills the weekend of January 13th and 14th, 2024. It will be at the Bishop landfill on Saturday and Sunday, January 13th and 14th. Be in Big Pine Transfer Station on Saturday, January 13th. Independence on Sunday, January 14th. Lone Pine landfill on Saturday and Sunday, also on January 13th and 14th. And this pertains to green waste and defensible space for fire mitigation. So if you have green waste, this cannot be mixed with anything else other than green, and they will waive your fee to drop off your green waste. Last but not least, this is something that I've been thinking a lot about since I've been here, and I'm beyond impressed, thankful, and humble for the local business owners. It's something like I've never seen before in my history of the fire service, where the business owners consistently and regularly allow our volunteers to respond to the station and then respond to calls. So for that, the business owners that have somebody that works for you and you allow them to be a part of the fire department and respond to calls through all hours of the day, I am very grateful, and so are the people that we serve. So again, I'm Brett Russell, Fire Chief for the Bishop Fire Department, and I thank you for listening.
What are we doing?
Closing the deal.
Everyone's in love with anyone but you.
Serendipity, I guess.
I don't think that word means what you think it means.
This girl's a disaster.
Our love is so strong. Convincing enough.
Anyone but you. Rated R.